Welcome to Tuesday, December 3rd. You're listening to the Day Weather Podcast. Thanks for tuning in on this chilly Tuesday. Still a breezy Tuesday, and that wind is still causing problems with blowing snow. Roads and highways across southern and central Wyoming and the higher mountain passes of Colorado still being plagued by some blowing and drifting snow, although a lot of melting yesterday in many areas and compacting of snow. But you get up higher, that wind is still causing blowing snow, causing black ice. This is especially true along I-80, adjacent roads and highways to I-80 and the I-25 corridor of Wyoming. However, we don't have too much to talk about here for a couple of days. There'll be a few snow showers in the mountains of southern Wyoming and Colorado today, and we may see some snow showers in the higher mountains of western and northwestern Wyoming. But generally speaking, we're sort of just kind of in between weather systems, Mother Nature taking a break. The next storm system that's going to come up out of Southern California is going to go across Utah and Colorado late Wednesday night and into Thursday. So for you podcast listeners in Colorado, especially the mountains of Colorado and the mountain valleys, you're going to see a bit of snow Wednesday night, Thursday. This will be especially true for folks in Steamboat, Hayden, Walden, Meeker, down into maybe around Grand Junction, along the I-70 corridor into Aspen Vale and Snowmass, and into Pagosa Springs, Durango, and the mountain passes of central and northern Colorado. You're going to get snowed on Wednesday night and Thursday. The northern edge of this storm will get to the Wyoming border, so we may see a little bit of light snow shower activity Wednesday night, Thursday, along and south of I-80. But the heavier moisture stays in Colorado. That system scoots off to the east. Then everybody going to have fair weather from basically midday Thursday through about Saturday and into early Sunday with cool, dry conditions and thankfully some uneventful weather. Now, beyond Saturday, there's a lot of disagreement in our long-range forecast charts. Some computer modeling is wanting to bring in a chance of snow Sunday night and Monday and a pretty good push of colder Canadian air. Not all models are saying that, however, and some models are making it pretty darn cold by the middle to the end of next week with more snow chances, some do not. When we see disagreement like this, when we look at our weather modeling out to 7 to 10 days, well, there was disagreements basically because the modeling handles weather patterns differently. We mentioned yesterday that some of the basic things that have made it so cold and stormy in late November into early December, and going back to October, if we take the month of October and we take the month of November, that 60-some day time period was much colder than normal on average across Wyoming and Colorado, especially east of the Continental Divide. And one reason for that is that the water temperatures in the North Pacific Ocean near the Gulf of Alaska have been a little bit above average, just by a Celsius or two. And we've had a weak La Nina, El Nino situation. We've also had extremely low solar activity. This is something that is completely ignored by a lot of people, but shouldn't be. We've now gone 26 days with no sunspot activity, and we're now over 75% of the year so far where we've had no sunspots. That's extremely low solar activity. 2019 may have some of the lowest solar activity going back to 1911. And when we see low solar activity, we tend to have colder weather patterns fall and winter season. So basically what I'm saying here is we're going to get off the computer models and talk more about these basic things that drive our weather and climate in the western United States. That's water temperatures, solar activity, and other things that go on in the Pacific and even back into the Indian Ocean. All of those factors continue to suggest that we've got more harsh winter weather coming during the month of December and into early January. That being said, we've got a nice little break in the weather pattern coming up here over the next few days, except for that little storm going across Colorado Wednesday night and Thursday. It won't be until late Sunday or Monday before we start talking about snow again. So enjoy this break in the weather. That's all it is. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Have a good Tuesday.